content is like so authentic, like that's what really makes a big difference. That's right, we're just gonna get into it. What the heck does authentic mean when it comes to influencer marketing?
Hey, welcome to the Influencer Marketing Show.
For SEO purposes.
I'm Joel.
I'm Brad.
And today we are talking about the question on all of our minds: what will kill influencer marketing? There is a nefarious threat out there in the woods waiting to take down influencer marketing. What is it? It's what we're chatting about today. So, would you like to tease that a little bit more, or should we actually talk about what?
I want to keep teasing it, to be honest. It's like, if someone's not totally authentic, I just don't get it. And that's really it. You got to be authentic. But what does that mean? What does that even mean? I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So what's the greatest threat to influencer marketing? It is a lack of authenticity. Why is that a greatest threat? Let's get to the why, and maybe we'll figure out the what along the way.
Yeah, I think so much of this is pretty intuitive when you actually sit and think about it, because influencer marketing works because it's third-party endorsement that people actually care about, right? I mean, I like to say it's the cool older cousin effect. Like, I had older cousins growing up. Shout out to Chris and Doug. Whatever they thought was cool, I thought was cool. So I thought Atari, football game was really, really cool. I thought bowling was really, really cool because they did. And it's the same thing here. But at the end of the day, if you don't trust the creator anymore, then it's just noise. No one really cares what they have to say. So it's got to be trusted, and trust comes with authenticity, right? Vulnerability is big. We hear that all the time. Just another element of what trust is. So I think that's the biggest thing, right? It's pretty straightforward in terms of how influencer marketing works and what the most important element of it is.
Yep. Yeah. So listen, I mean, we have ample historical examples. All right. You go from like the 1930s TV jingle around, some toothpaste or whatever. And even it worked at the time, but like that wasn't going to work forever because, what was new, novel, and interesting and actually had the power to implant different brand identities in people's mind. I mean, basically, it opened up an entirely new field of psychology.
Right.
You fast forward and the history of commercials and the history of advertising is really, really, really fascinating. But the one thing that has always, outside of all the psychological manipulation, the one thing that has always held true is that of a personal endorsement. It is word of mouth marketing. That there is no substitute for word of mouth marketing. Why we like influencer marketing is because it's the only way to really approximate that at scale. Mm-hmm. It's to try and replicate, hey, I use this razor, I like it, it doesn't cut my face, etc. And it's that real personal endorsement. So therefore, the greatest threat to the influencer space is creators being sellouts. And you know who you are.
Like, not being totally authentic.
So, do we by any chance have any examples of this, just to let our friends on the interwebs know? Here's the first one. Now, I'm proud to say that I just learned who this guy was, but here he is here. His name is Scott Disick. Apparently, he was on a reality-ish television show over the last few years, and then I guess there are multiple spin-off shows where he's shown up.
Most of you are just laughing at us now for making it a big deal to know who he is, right?
Right. Anyways, this is fantastic. He's got this endorsement for a shake, and he literally cut and paste. He cut and paste the instructions from whoever the agent was on this, that it said, here you go, at 4 p.m. Eastern, write the below. Keeping up with the summer workout routine with my morning protein shake. I can't even do it. Anyways, it's like, obviously, you couldn't give a bucket of warm piss about this protein shake. It doesn't matter. It didn't change anything. I mean, I don't know. Like, if I'm going to put myself out there as a body model advocating for a certain protein shake, right, I'm going to work a little bit harder than this.
Yeah,
actually, which is why I don't endorse, health products. All
but
right.
here's the deal. This one is so bad. I actually think you could make a really compelling argument that it's good, because this obviously got a lot of attention for people talking about it in ways that if he was like smiling and didn't have the what I believe to be like obvious like mistake, like purposeful mistake of like at 4 p.m. post the caption below, I bet it got more traction than if it had just posted this terrible picture.
It probably did. But do you honestly think that translated to what is the brand here?
No,
Booty UK. Oh, that's clever. All right. Anyway,
the old booty shake, Joel. The old booty shake.
Anyway, okay. Next up,
Yes.
Here we go. Who do we have? We have Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled promoting crypto tokens. Okay, guys, let me clear in. Influencers, you do have a little bit of a responsibility of what you're actually showing. Now, listen, I love cryptocurrency. I think it's fascinating. I also know that it is incredibly dangerous, and you need to be a somewhat sophisticated investor, and you should only invest what you are willing to lose. And here we have, really famous, influential people being like, sure, I'll shill that. Like, guys, grow up, man. Seriously. Okay. All right. Next one.
And by the way, I got to chime in on this. And they're also holding it like it's a credit card. And it's literally got the chip in there. It's like, no. I assure you, chips in a credit card is not how cryptocurrency works.
Right.
Okay.
So like a boomerang, we left the Kardashians, and now we've come right back to them. And here we go. Kim, again, promoting some kind of medicine without any kind of risk, like no FDA disclosure, whatever. And it's like, okay, good. I get that our society can be overregulated at times, but like, come on, like there are like those health disclosures are there for a reason, because in one of the rare instances where a government believes that informed consent matters, that's why that's there. And again, going back to the responsibility, this stuff is going to kill influencer when it's obviously she's promoting something she has no idea, no understanding what it is. She's simply getting paid for it, etc. All right. Next up, here we go. Gronk.
Yes.
You're amazing on the field, Gronk. You really are amazing on the field. I appreciate your loyalty to Brady. It's a beautiful thing to watch. However, when it comes to teeth whitening,
yeah, he's now a defendant in a class action suit against said teeth whitening company. I mean, listen, this starts in a good spot. This starts good.
250,000 happy customers. There's no way. There's no way. They had 250,000 customers.
No, they didn't. No, he didn't say customers of the whitening product. I mean,
happy customer. I'm a happy customer of my Ford.
You bought a Gronk jersey and you're happy with it.
I'm a happy customer. Okay.
Yeah, this is just fraudulent. But I mean, actually, the post isn't bad. Like, people like the before and after. I'm not mad at the picture, but the product doesn't work, and you don't know anything about teeth whitening, and you probably should dig into a little bit before you start to advocate for it. So if you don't know anything about a product, go ahead and pass on it. This is like Warren Buffett. When he doesn't understand technology, he doesn't invest in it. Creators need to do the same thing.
Okay, all right, last one. How do we put it? It's Gal Gadot, right? Is that
sure?
Sorry.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I get that it's odd that I'm a cultural Neanderthal and we're talking about all this, but anyways, yeah. So she's doing this spot for Huawei, and of course, bam, zero in on that via Twitter for iPhone.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's a pretty big miss. It's like doing a Coke ad while drinking a Pepsi. Like it's just bad.
It's incredible. All right, wait, no, there is one last one. This one's weird. This one's super weird, and I don't even know if I got it. It looks like they staged a motorcycle accident.
Yeah, they did. And with smart water. I mean, it's bad enough staging a Coke after a World Cup match or a Euro Cup match, but staging someone who's nearly dying and like the damsel in distress moment. God. Let me insert a smart water in there, and that's really gonna help the brand take off.
Oh, unreal. Yeah. And it's like this, like, kind of like soap opera text along the side. Losing someone in a moto accident makes something like this that much sharper.
Can you just keep talking in that voice? I think
It brought back a lot of memories from 3 years.
what's sad is you can even see, like, it's so staged. You can see the lights reflecting off of the helmet.
Right.
If you look closely, I mean, it is 100% a photo shoot of someone getting into a motorcycle accident, and this male who happens to have smart water swooping in to save this damsel.
Right.
And it's
Right.
just bad on so many levels.
And looking off longingly to the heavens. Why, God? And
So I think we've learned a lot about how not to do influencer marketing. But
so this is, so to all the brands and creators out there that have tolerated this nonsense, please stop. Please stop for the sake of the whole industry. Because here's the thing. There are real people who care about real topics, who built a real audience that truly endorse real products that they like. And if you can't say any of those things, you have no business being in this space. You're gonna ruin it for everybody. And like, just honestly, like, maybe this is idealistic of me, but like, think of the big picture. All right, this is YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, podcast. It's the democratization of content. For those of you who remember pre-internet, which we are old enough to remember, you have no idea how, well, I am old enough to remember.
I am too.
You have no idea what it was like to have gatekeepers decide what was okay for you to see. And I'm not going to get into, whatever YouTube might be doing these days. But the point of the matter is, you actually have mediums where you have the democratization of content, and people can make a living by producing good content that some subset of the population likes. It doesn't have to be a mass media population, whereas very simply, when we're dealing with the big 3 networks or even cable, you had to have a certain critical mass of audience to make anything work. Now you don't. And it's one of the most beautiful things to get onto a group on the internet that's around a certain topic, and you're just there with a few thousand other people, and you really like it, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Okay, I'm done preaching.
Well, the takeaway is the creators you want to do brand deals with are the creators that say no to brand
would
deals.
never tolerate.
So don't do cringy stuff. It's stupid. Just make sure you're smart about it.
Okay, links are all down below. If you want to go down a fun Google rabbit hole, just like Google cringy influencer stuff. There's a lot of great stuff on there. It's fun little parlor game. You can caption it yourself, whatever. All right, follow us on all our social. We are the Out Loud group, but we're not thinking out loud anymore. We're the Influencer Marketing Show for SEO purposes. And
mercifully, that's it. Goodbye.
See you next time.